Great. So it's important that we are working together in a partnership between the private sector and public sector to really accelerate the clean energy transition that we need to solve climate change. And we need a couple different things in that. We need information and understanding from the private sector as to what are the barriers and gaps, what are the kinds of workers that they need in the factories that they're trying to build, and the changes and innovations they're driving, so that we can support from both state and federal level programs that are going to help fill that gap and create the trained, educated workforce that we want to see happen here in the United States. So there's a couple different pieces on the technology side of what we need to see happen. And I think we can start from basically, to make anything, you need some sort of energy, whether that's heat or electricity, and we have to do both of those things in a clean way. So continuing to drive out the build out of clean energy, renewable energy is essential for the entire climate transition, whether that's transportation or manufacturing, our homes and buildings and how we operate them. And then we need to be really innovative in thinking about how we move away from basically burning fossil fuels, combusting things to make heat that help with the transition and making all the materials that we use every day. Steel and concrete that make our buildings and our cars, everything we touch basically has some component around that. So cleaner heat, cleaner electricity, and really thinking about as a transition, the need to also capture carbon where those technologies are not necessarily cost competitive today. So we need multiple solutions coming together across a range of industries. So I think one great example of the way the United States is really leading in technology innovation that can really set the stage for a global change is through our Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations program. We just announced $6 billion of federal funding that's being matched by $14 billion of private sector funding to do first-of-a-kind demonstrations for clean energy and clean manufacturing technologies to help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Doing these first-of-a-kind demonstrations is essential to really prove these concepts at scale, that the costs can be there, that the whole market dynamics can work, and really set the stage. So that's one way that we can do that here in the United States to lead on the global stage.